This is Bassmaster Elite Series Pro Kurt Dove coming to you for BoatUS Angler. I want to give you a couple of quick tips on fall fishing. Everybody loves fishing in the fall. You know, you kind of got through those dog days of summer. The shad start moving the backs of the creeks. That's your first clue that fall is coming. Here's a couple of key techniques I want you to try this fall that can make you very successful. The first one, tried and true, the buzz bait. As soon as that water temperature starts getting down in that, low, 80s and up here up north, it starts in the low 80s and then down into the 70s and then into the high 60s is when you're going to start to see those shad moving to the backs of the creeks. They're going to get real shallow. You want to roll this buzz bait really slowly around any kind of cover you see, whether it be rock, little rocky bank, maybe a couple of lay down pieces of wood. I like to use a 7-to-1 gear ratio reel. I like to use a Powell 703. It's a 7-foot rod, so I can make some really long casts. And when those big bass chomp on that thing, I can use that good leverage to make sure you bring them into the boat. I'm really into using the braided line with the buzz bait, so I use probably, in that 55-pound braided line category. I like to use that Torre bow finesse braid. It's so smooth, you can make a really long cast with it. Second bait I'm going to go to, we talked about shad, not a better imitator than an IMA flit. So take this IMA flit, you're going to see those balls of shad in the middle of the pockets. Take this IMA flit, typically I like to use it on 12-pound test, Torre super hard upgrade fluorocarbon, and you want to twitch this around with a Powell 703 or 702 casting rod. This particular bait right there is going to act just like one of those shad. It's going to split the shad. The fish are going to be looking for an opportunity. Chomp. They're going to take that IMA flit down deep, that's for sure. So that's going to get you a lot of bites. Third thing, a little bit deeper. So this is going to be the Pinjack 200. This is also coming from IMA Baits. I'm going to use this Pinjack 200 for a couple of main reasons. First, you can just see how that lip is already beat up really bad, and that's because I'm going to make sure I'm running this bait into any kind of wood cover, any kind of rock cover, but anything that's around the bank, bushes, anything that's there that those fish are going to ambush, use as an ambush point to attack those shad that are coming in the back of those creeks. So the Pinjack 200, one of those key fall baits that you need to have in your tackle box. This fall, make sure you notice the environment around you. Notice the changes that are taking place. Make sure that you adapt to those particular changes with the baits that we just talked about. You're going to have a great fall fishing. Thanks a lot for being a member of BoatUS Angler.